Hi friends, Tilly here, and I know this may look silly, but you may want to use this, so I'm going to try and hold it really still for just a second so you can pause later on and maybe do what I did. Okay, you've had your you've had, you've had your time. What I'm doing here is something that I saw on AmyR. That's Prairie Paper and Ink, and in parentheses, AmyR. Uh, she did a darling little, let me show you, a darling little carrot. Fold this down, and here's the carrot. Hold it sideways for you. But you know me and this Logitech thing coming at me from the front. If I move to the right, that means I'm going to the left. If I move to the left, that means I'm going to the right. And you all know that my pea brain doesn't operate that way. So as I do this trick with you, just hang with me. But here's the little carrot, and it folds over at the top. And then here's the little carrot top, and it goes on like this on the top of the carrot. There you go. Can you see? And it is a charming little way to fill this up, maybe with some candies, and present to the grandchildren. So I'm putting it together, and I thought, well, before I get all of them finished, I go ahead and show you. Oops, if you didn't see Amy's video, and I'll try to remember to put a link below to the video that I'm talking about, and she has them all stacked up, and they're just as darling as can be. And as a matter of fact, it's getting me into a whole lot of trouble because I had hubby go, I'm moving the camera. I had hubby go out to Walmart and come home with to see how many jelly beans I could get in to this thing for the kids. Well, you know, that meant we had to open up the jelly bean bag. Well, needless to say, I've got to, get those really far away from me because I think I've downed like 10 of them, just, nibbling. So I had to put them back behind the computer where they're too hard to reach. But I didn't have, she cut these out, she cut this box out with a die, and I didn't have it. I didn't have the die. And she cut her little tops off with a grass die, but it's real. They were real tall. It's real tall grass. Now I have a little die that cuts grass, but it's only about this, this tall, and so that wasn't going to do me a lot of good with the carrot being this tall. So what I did was, what I just held up for you. I waited until she held the template for this up to the screen, and then I stopped the video. And then I just, these things that stuff comes in. I just put this up to the computer and I traced out as best I could right on the screen on here. And then I took a piece of paper, and I I tried to refine it a bit, putting it on here and cutting it out. And I did, to be honest with you guys, well, you have the template of the larger one. It'll be smaller when you get it, if you get it off the video. So if you see, the paper is larger. You see what I did? It's larger than the, I knew that it was going to, I knew that what I was seeing on the screen was going to be much smaller than what she actually had. So I just by eye enlarged it when I traced it out on the piece of paper. And if you can tell, there are score lines, and as I did them on then actual construction. I think you can see that. As I did them on here, I actually used my, one of these little guys, and I made the score lines on the template, and then from the template I made them on to the cardstock. And so if you can see those, you'll need to put here at this little flap, you'll need to put one here, and then there's one to each, this point down here, there's a line that goes to each scallop, and then there's one that goes across from the tip here to the tip, here I go, tip here, and that'll be on each one of them. And that's what gives you the folds, so that then when you are putting them together, you're just following these folds that you've just marked. And I'll show you what I did. And it's easy enough, and they don't need to be creased so terribly. I mean, you know, it's really freeform, and that's really all there is to it. And then I used my double-sided tape and put it on this flap right here, and then put them together and stuck them down, and then folded over the little tops where I had my fold lines. And it's just as easy as that. Simple as can be. Easy peasy, as the kids say. So there's the carrot. So then I didn't have the grass thing. So what I did was just cut myself a strip. I wanted to leave enough here, enough down here at the bottom, so that I had enough to make my little bottom that's going to get glued to the top of the carrot. And all this is then is just, because I didn't have it, all I have the die, all it is just a matter of coming in with your scissors. And I know some of you even have those double and triple cut scissors. I've seen those fancy schmancy ones that cut a whole bunch of cuts at the same time. But I know I'm doing this for me and not for you, huh? I'm just doing this. This is all I'm doing. And it's just making grass, or making grass. It's just making a carrot top, and I'm just kind of cutting away. This is some of the best art I've done in a long time, where I just cut little pieces of paper. That seems to be my bailiwick here. But it just do them at odd lengths. You'll need a bunch of the taller ones, because those are the ones that are most, that get the most attention on the top of your carrot. But just keep going. And then all I did was take my, the same tool I used, and I roll it around this maybe 1.5 times. And after I've done that, I take my tape, and I just put it. You're not seeing any. Okay. I'm doing this so I can see and not so you can see. Okay, I just slide it in here, push it down. Okay, got that. And then I'm going to cut it off right there. Okay, and cut the tape right there. Gonna peel it off. I've been peeling these off, 10 of them. I've peeled off successfully. Now you're here, and I can't seem to get the top off the tape. This will only take an hour, folks. There you go. Okay, so then I just press it down and give it a little, one of those. pull it off. And now I think she hot glued these on the top, and I don't remember for sure, to tell you the truth. I don't think she did this, but I did because it just makes it easier. I go in, just a little, go in just a tiny little bit up here with the scissors, and about, 4 flaps is all you're going to need. And, oh, I've got sound effects now. See how lucky you are. And let's do one here. Okay. And then just fold these back a little. Okay. And that's going to sit, that you're going to glue on top. You got the idea, all of you. I'm going to sit on top like this. I'm going to glue that down. And then I've been taking these and I've been scruffling them back just a little bit. Scruffle, that's a new word for your for you to add to your dictionary. Is I just scruffled some carrot tops. So there it is. It's going to look pretty much like this. If I didn't, my big fat hands weren't in the way, you could actually see. But kind of got the idea of that little carrot. Cute, cute, cute. Just thought I'd share that with you while I was in the throes of putting them together. And that's it. That's all I've got to offer for today. So, happy crafting, guys. And this is Tilly signing off. Bye-bye for now.